Michael Dwayne Vick is a legendary American football quarterback who left an indelible mark on the NFL during his 13-year career. His unprecedented rushing prowess transformed the way quarterbacks were viewed. He holds the all-time NFL record for quarterback rushing yards and was the first in his position to eclipse 1,000 rushing yards in a season. Vick's college career at Virginia Tech was equally remarkable, where he won the prestigious Archie Griffin Award as a freshman. The Atlanta Falcons recognized his immense potential and drafted him first overall in the 2001 NFL Draft. Vick's impact in Atlanta was undeniable: 3 Pro Bowl appearances, 2 electrifying playoff runs, a division title, and a close-fought NFC championship game. Vick's NFL journey took a dramatic turn in 2007. His involvement in a dogfighting ring, which resulted in a guilty plea and 21 months in federal prison, cast a long shadow over his career and tarnished his public image. Released by the Atlanta Falcons just before his release, Vick faced an uphill battle to regain his footing in the league. However, Vick's determination shone through. He signed with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2009, exhibiting his best statistical season yet and leading the team to a divisional title in 2010. This remarkable comeback earned him the prestigious Comeback Player of the Year award and a 4th Pro Bowl selection. Vick's final NFL chapters saw him primarily in a backup role, playing for the New York Jets and Pittsburgh Steelers. Despite these changes, he continued to showcase his talent, eventually retiring in 2017 after a season as a free agent. As of 2024, his net worth is estimated to be around $20 million. During his NFL career, Vick earned over $25 million in salaries and endorsement earnings. He signed a $130 million 9-year contract extension with the Falcons in 2004, making him the highest-paid player in the league at the time. He also had lucrative endorsement deals with brands like Nike, EA Sports, Coca-Cola, Powerade, Kraft, Rawlings, Hasbro, and Airtran. However, he lost most of his income and assets after his dogfighting conviction in 2007. He filed for bankruptcy in 2008, claiming debts of more than $20 million. He was released by the Falcons and suspended indefinitely by the NFL. Early life. Michael Vick was born in Newport News, Virginia, the second of 4 children born to teenage parents, Brenda Vick and Michael Body. Life was a relentless struggle for the family. Brenda juggled 2 jobs and relied on public assistance and her parents' help. Michael Body toiled long hours in the gritty shipyards, his lungs seared by sandblasting and paint fumes. They eventually married, but the children kept the Vick surname. The home was the Ridley Circle Homes, a public housing project choked by poverty and crime in the city's tough East End. Years later, when Vick's stardom had long eclipsed his humble beginnings, little had changed in Ridley Circle. In a 2007 interview, a resident described the unrelenting cycle of drug deals, drive-by shootings, and despair. For many trapped in the projects, sports offered a sliver of hope, a fleeting dream of escape. As a boy, even a fruitless day spent fishing, as Vick recalled in 2001, provided a brief respite from the harsh realities of his neighborhood. While his job demanded frequent travel, Michael Vick's father, Bullet Vick, a man known for his lightning speed on the field in his own younger days, found time to ignite a passion for football in his 2 sons. As early as 3 years old, young Michael was already being introduced to the fundamentals of the game by his father, laying the groundwork for his future athletic achievements. This passion for the sport proved contagious, as Michael later passed on his knowledge and enthusiasm to his younger brother, Marcus. Growing up, Michael, known by the nickname Ookie, found additional guidance from his second cousin, Aaron Brooks, who was 4 years his senior. Together, they spent countless hours honing their skills and fostering their love for the game at the local Boys and Girls Club. The positive influence of sports in shaping Michael's life resonated. In his own words, "Sports kept me off the streets," he reflected in a 2001 interview with Sporting News. "It kept me from getting into what was going on, the bad stuff. Lots of guys I knew of had bad problems." Early high school career. Michael Vick's athletic talents exploded onto the scene during his freshman year at Homer L. Ferguson High School in Newport News. He left jaws on the floor after slinging the pigskin for over 400 yards in a single game. However, Ferguson High wouldn't be his permanent stomping ground. As part of a school modernization project, Ferguson closed its doors in 1996. This shuffle led Vick, along with his coach Tommy Raymond, to a new battlefield, Warwick High School. At Warwick, Vick transformed into a 3-year starter for the Raiders, terrorizing opponents under Raymond's tutelage. His arm unleashed a torrent of passes, racking up a staggering 4,846 yards and 43 touchdowns. But Vick wasn't a one-trick pony. His legs were just as lethal, churning out 1,048 yards and 18 touchdowns on the ground. Senior year was truly a showcase for Vick's versatility. He became a dual-threat nightmare, launching 1,668 yards through the air for 10 touchdowns while also scampering for another 10 touchdowns on the ground. One game even saw him defy expectations by scoring a whopping 6 touchdowns on the run and adding 3 more through the air. Raymond, who had previously guided another Newport News athlete, Aaron Brooks, to the University of Virginia, took Vick under his wing in a different way. He became a mentor, helping Vick conquer the SATs and navigate the crucial decision between Syracuse University and Virginia Tech. While Raymond leaned towards Virginia Tech due to the strong guidance offered by coach Frank Beamer, the ultimate choice belonged to Vick. Beamer promised Vick a redshirt year, allowing him precious time to develop and mature as a player. Raymond also emphasized the school's proximity to Vick's family and friends, a factor that resonated deeply. With a college scholarship in hand and a future brimming with possibilities, Vick stepped out of the Newport News public housing projects in 1998, a beacon of hope and success for his community. College career. Vick's collegiate debut was an electrifying explosion onto the national scene. As a redshirt freshman facing James Madison in 1999, he wasn't just playing the game, he was rewriting it. In a single, dazzling quarter, he carved through the James Madison defense with his legs, scoring a jaw-dropping 3 rushing touchdowns. On his final touchdown, Vick displayed the otherworldly athleticism that would make him a legend. He launched himself into a spectacular flip to reach the end zone, but unfortunately, the landing wasn't as graceful. A twisted ankle forced him to miss the rest of the game and the next one, leaving fans hungry for more Vick magic. Later that season, Vick's heroics returned in a dramatic clash against West Virginia for the Black Diamond Trophy. In the waning moments of the game, with the Hokies trailing, Vick orchestrated a last-minute, game-winning drive that sent the crowd into a frenzy. This wasn't just any win, it propelled Virginia Tech to an undefeated 11-0 season and a berth in the national championship game, the Nokia Sugar Bowl against powerhouse Florida State. Though the Hokies ultimately fell 46-29, Vick's performance was nothing short of remarkable. He clawed his team back from a daunting 21-point deficit, even leading them to a temporary lead. His electrifying play even earned him a coveted spot on the cover of ESPN, the magazine. Vick's 1999 season wasn't just about highlight reel moments, it was about rewriting the record books. He shattered the NCAA record for passing efficiency by a freshman, putting up a staggering 180.4, the third highest mark ever recorded in college football history. Accolades rained down on him, an ESPY award for the nation's top college player, the first ever Archie Griffin Award as college football's MVP, and Big East Offensive Player of the Year. He even received an invitation to the prestigious Heisman Trophy ceremony where he finished a remarkable third in the voting, tying the record for the highest finish ever by a freshman, a record set by the legendary Herschel Walker in 1980. Vick's accomplishments were a testament to his unique blend of talent, poise, and leadership, making him a college football sensation. In 2000, Michael Vick wasn't just playing football, he was rewriting the record books. Take the Boston College game, Vick shredded their defense for a career-high 210 yards rushing, leaving defenders grasping at air in his wake. The next week, it was West Virginia's turn to field the Vick Blitz. He carved them up for 288 total yards and 2 touchdowns, leading the Hokies to a dominant 48-20 victory. But Vick wasn't just about stats. He had heart. Down by 2 touchdowns against Syracuse in a stadium where Virginia Tech hadn't won in forever, Vick wasn't fazed. With just over a minute left, he dug deep, launched himself on a 55-yard run, and slammed the door shut on their comeback dreams. The crowd erupted, and the Orange Dome pulsed with the echoes of a Hokies victory, all thanks to Vick's magic. Then came the hit. In the game against Pittsburgh, Vick went down injured, missing crucial games. It was a heartbreaking blow, especially when the Hokies lost to the Miami Hurricanes, their only defeat that season, in a game Vick couldn't start. But Vick bounced back. In his final game for Virginia Tech, the Gator Bowl against Clemson, he was back in the driver's seat. He led the Hokies to victory and was named MVP, a fitting end to a phenomenal college career. Professional career? Imagine a scene straight out of a superhero movie. Michael Vick laces up his cleats, ready to showcase his superhuman abilities. At the pro day workout, scouts watch in as Vick explodes off the line, blazing through the 40-yard dash in a jaw-dropping 4.33 seconds. Whispers spread, rumors of even faster times as low as 4.25, the kind of speed unheard of for an NFL quarterback. This wasn't just a player, this was a game-changer. The anticipation was electric. The 2001 NFL draft loomed and Vick's name was on everyone's lips. History was about to be made. The Atlanta Falcons, with a strategic trade, secured the #1 pick, their sights set on Vick. And then the moment arrived. Vick's name echoed through the stadium, the first-ever African-American quarterback to be drafted first overall. A weight lifted, a barrier shattered. This was more than just a draft pick, it was a symbol of progress, a chance to rewrite the narrative. Vick's talent was undeniable, but his potential extended beyond the football field. Major League Baseball even took notice, drafting him in the 30th round. A testament to his raw athleticism. But football was his calling. He signed a hefty contract, a 6-year deal worth a staggering $62 million. The stage was set, the future wide open. Michael Vick, the electrifying quarterback with lightning speed and a $1 million arm, was ready to take the NFL by storm. Michael Vick's rookie year wasn't about starting with a bang, it was about simmering anticipation. His debut against the 49ers was a glimpse of the future, a taste of his potential. Then the magic happened. Week 3 against the Panthers, Vick connected with Tony Martin for his first NFL pass. But that wasn't enough. In the fourth quarter, Vick himself barreled into the end zone for his first NFL touchdown, a 2-yard rumble that sealed the Falcons' victory. The crowd roared and Vick's legend began. Finally, in November, Vick got his shot. His first start against the Dallas Cowboys was a coming-of-age story. He found tight end Alge Crumpler for his first touchdown pass, leading the Falcons to a gritty win. It was a sign of things to come. Vick ended the season strong, accounting for most of the Falcons' offense in the finale. Though his rookie year wasn't a record-breaker, it was a slow burn, a promise whispered on the wind. Michael Vick was here, and the NFL was about to witness something special. Vick exploded in 2002. He wasn't just starting games, he was owning them. Sure, a sprained shoulder sidelined him for one, but that couldn't hold him back for long. Vick transformed into a passing machine, slinging the ball for nearly 3,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. But here's the thing, he wasn't just a pocket passer. He defied expectations, racking up over 700 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground, setting a then NFL record for rushing yards by a quarterback in a single game. Take that, Minnesota Vikings. Vick wasn't just breaking records, he was rewriting the game. He threw a staggering 177 passes without an interception, leading the Falcons to a stunning 9-6-1 record and a playoff berth. The doubters were silenced. In the wild card round, Vick orchestrated a massive upset, dismantling the heavily favored Green Bay Packers 27-7. The magic ride continued but ended the next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. Still, the season wasn't over. Vick earned his first Pro Bowl nod, a well-deserved recognition of his electrifying talent. This wasn't just Vick's year, it was the year the NFL witnessed the birth of a legend. Bouncing back, Vick's rise and fall. 2003 started rough for Vick. A preseason fracture sidelined him for the first half of the season. But Vick wasn't one to be kept down. He returned with a bang, rushing for a staggering 141 yards against the Carolina Panthers, the third highest ever for a quarterback. The Falcons won, and Vick's electrifying talent was on full display again. He closed out the season with another victory. 2004 was Vick's return to form. He threw for over 2,000 yards and racked up another 900 yards rushing, leading the Falcons to an impressive 11-5 record. He even achieved a first, becoming the first quarterback to both throw for 250 yards and rush for over 100 in a single game. The playoffs were a mixed bag, a dominant win followed by a heartbreaking loss. Vick's talent was undeniable, earning him a Pro Bowl nod and a hefty contract extension. He even finished second in the MVP voting. Vick continued his stellar play in 2005, making another Pro Bowl appearance. However, the Falcons fell short of the playoffs that year. 2006 was a record-breaking year for Vick. He became the first quarterback ever to rush for over 1,000 yards in a season, an incredible feat. He and teammate Warrick Dunn even became the first QB running back duo to each surpass 1,000 rushing yards. But despite Vick's historic performance, the Falcons again missed the playoffs. Vick's remarkable journey took a sharp turn in 2007. Off-field issues led to his suspension, putting his future in the NFL on hold. This rewrite focuses on the highs and lows of Vick's seasons, leaving the details of the suspension for a separate section. Vick's comeback journey was long and winding, filled with both redemption and setbacks. After his release from prison, he was mentored by coach Tony Dungy. Signing with the Eagles in 2009 marked his second chance, but initially as a backup to Donovan McNabb. Vick slowly clawed his way back. In 2010, with McNabb traded, Vick emerged as the Eagles starter. This season was a turning point. Vick's electrifying play, both throwing and running, earned him NFC Offensive Player of the Month awards and a Pro Bowl nod. He even finished second in the NFL Offensive Player of the Year voting. Vick's success continued in 2011 with another Pro Bowl appearance and the Eagles Comeback Player of the Year award. He signed a lucrative long-term contract, solidifying his position as the Eagles' franchise quarterback. However, injuries and inconsistency plagued Vick in 2012. Nick Foles eventually took over the starting role and Vick bounced around to different teams for the next few years, including the Jets and Steelers, in a backup capacity. In 2017, Vick finally called it quits on his playing career, but not on football entirely. He dipped his toes into coaching, interning with the Kansas City Chiefs and becoming an analyst for Fox Sports. He even took a shot at coaching the Atlanta Legends in the Alliance of American Football League. Vick's post-NFL career reflects his desire to stay connected to the game that gave him so much while also exploring new opportunities and giving back to the next generation of players. Thank you for watching. For more sports legend news, subscribe and click on the bell notification.